here today.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. And at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then it's Jones. And it's Coulibaly in at the two-guard spot. And looking at the Nets, Bridges out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Jones the pass to Holmes. The dish now to Avdia. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now here's Schroeder. It's Thomas on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And there it is for him.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And here are the Wizards now. Now Jones. Avdia with it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Washington shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
Yeah, and the first question is, which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
Cameron Thomas. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. With some arc, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Holmes strong and finishing through contact inside. Focus not shaken.
Schroeder looking around. Now here's Thomas. He's tightly guarded. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break down.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Jones finds Holmes. Kuzma passes to Holmes. And that one, good. Holmes got his second basket.
And I love the edge that Rashawn is playing with right now. It's what helps him capitalize through contact.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Jones. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Washington basketball.
Pass to Avdia. The Wizards working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Jones. Shoots over Schroeder.
Have to give some credit to the defense by Schroeder there, making that attempt as difficult and uncomfortable as he possibly could.
Bridges outside. He dishes it to Thomas. It's good. Thomas got 6.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
On the basket by Jones.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. He kicks it to Thomas. Second chance effort. Claxton with the bucket.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Holmes. Now here's Jones. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Down low, here's Claxton. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Group substitution here for Brooklyn. Trendon Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Simmons subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's Shannon. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
Poole against Simmons. Claxton knocks it away.
And Poole playing aggressive on the inside, just forcing the defense to come at him.
Personal foul. Third team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
That's good from Poole.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from a challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And so he hits both. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The pass to Watford. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Wizards with the lead. And here is Poole. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Kispert wide open. He fires. Hits the jumper in space.
And Poole's vision developing right in front of us.
Poole against Simmons. Here's Sharp. Pass to Johnson. Rebound by Kispert.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
1:02 left here in the first quarter. Bagley kicks to Kispert. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Johnson. Kispert, no good. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Walker. Johnson outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. To the inside. Can't connect from short range. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Outside, Walker. Back to Simmons. Knocked loose. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Puts up a 3. And that one's good. Shamet.
Shamet has these kind of games where it looks like he won't miss.
Pass to Johnson. And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
That one thing I miss about this era, the emphasis on scoring back to the basket. You just don't see it as often.
Well, you miss it, Kevin, because that's the only way you knew how to score.
Yeah, right.
So, no, it's not the most efficient shot. And trust me, when players come back in who can physically dominate the game and move players around, they'll get the ball close to the basket. But for now, let it fly.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Thomas. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton, and at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
And I think they are. David, thank you for the report. And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Washington. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Wizards leading by 9. And there's the pass to Avdia. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Schroeder. Still yet to score. Pass to Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Step back shot. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 9. Schroeder with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Schroeder's got his first points of the game.
And Schroeder just one of those guys with his speed, extremely difficult to guard. He gets the screen, uses the quickness, advantage Dennis Schroeder.
Now here's Kuzma. Wizards passing it around. Here's Koulibaly. And it's denied. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Here's Bridges, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Richaun Holmes.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Trendon Watford's checked in for the Nets. Poole's checked in for the Wizards. Both free throws good from Bridges. Wizards leading by 5. Passes it to Avdia. Back to Jones. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Jones has got 6 in the quarter.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Bridges passes to Schroeder. Over Jones. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Defense pretty solid there, but Schroeder finds a way to knock one down.
Pass to Koulibaly. Kuzma outside. And it's blocked. Now Bridges. Pass to Claxton. And Jones pulls it down. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Now here's Jones. He's got 10. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 5. 1:22 left to play here in the half. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Jones. And they pick up 2.
Tyus Jones.
Jones has got 12 points in the game.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Schroeder outside. Outside Thomas. Here's Watford. Offensive rebound.
Wizards foul. Tyus Jones. First personal foul. Team second.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons comes in for Dennis Schroeder. He's perfect from the line this time. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Shamet with it. Thomas is there. And it's Shamet missing.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Steps back and fires. Basket counts. Thomas got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Poole. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy, affecting the game defensively now.
Tyus Jones getting it done for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Washington's way from the beginning. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. At the end of the first quarter, they were out in front by 7. And into the second quarter, momentum started to shift slightly as they gave up some of that lead, ending the half up 3. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
They need to run some plays in the second half. So far, ball movement hasn't been a priority. We're not seeing guys create for each other. And that's made it easier for the defense to predict where they're going with the ball.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyus Jones has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So on the floor for Washington. And at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. Then it's Jones. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Coulibaly in at the 2. Wizards leading by 3. The feed to Avdia. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Even in a league full of stars from afar, Avdia is a rarity.
Denny, the only Israeli player in the league for the 2022-2023 season. Basketball, truly a global sport, and Denny has represented his country well. This guy is continuing to get better.
Up top, Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think Richaun Holmes has played enough minutes in this league as a big man to know if I go inside, there's going to be contact.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops.
He struggled early on, but this is a much improved part of Richaun Holmes' game.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Brooklyn trailing. Offside Thomas. He nails it, and we're tied up. Thomas got 14.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jordan Poole has more freedom to create than ever before. He said there's a small group of people who get that chance. You have to make the most of your opportunity and put yourself in position to be successful. I never want any moment to be too big. Kevin, the ball is in his court now.
Yep, just the way he wants it. All right, D.A., thanks so much. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Koulibaly. Kuzma, left side. To the left wing. Avdia with it. He's against Bridges. And it goes down 2 points. And that's now 7 points for Richaun Holmes.
And Holmes doing his part in the pick and roll. Created that space and then found a look.
And here's Schroeder. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Cameron Thomas. It's stolen. Jones against Schroeder. Yep, that one goes in there. Schroeder's got 6 points.
They're fighting through some defense right there. Schroeder showing some offensive confidence right now.
Jones kicks to Kuzma. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. The Wizards also changing it up. Kispert's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Poole subbed in for Tyus Jones. Passes to Kispert. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Pass to Johnson for the lead, and the 3-ball is good. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Anytime the ball is headed towards Cam Johnson, he's thinking shot. It's a pretty good idea.
Here's Poole. Count that one. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Walker the pass to Simmons. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Poole. And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. Here's Coulibaly. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Jordan.
And now a 3-point Wizards lead.
Last 2 minutes to play.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Washington ball. Checking in for the Wizards. Marvin Bagley. Anthony Gill. Landry Shamet.
Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Here's Bagley. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Walker's shot is off. Washington leading now by 3. Pass to Shamet. Poole with it. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Walker. Sharp the pass to Walker. Kicks it to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Shamet. Then Simmons gets the bucket.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now here's Poole. Lays it up off the glass. Poole's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the pass to Simmons. Back to Walker. The 10-footer. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
3 quarters of play in a close game here.
39.
Wizards out front. They're up by 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Come on now.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Wizards with the lead. So Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Bridges out there with Sharp. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And for the Nets, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Sharp. On the wing, Bridges. Buries it from 3-point range. Bridges has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Bridges has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Jones. Takes it off the glass.
Tyus Jones.
Jones has got it all tied up now for Washington.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
In the corner, Finney Smith with it. Passes it to Johnson. Now, Finney Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
People talk about 3-and-D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
Here's Jones. Bridges with some nice defense. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Sharp. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
The first free throw is good. Thomas checked in for Johnson. And a change for the Wizards. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Kispert. He doesn't get the second one.
And recently, I mean, we've seen Kyle Kuzma turn things around, especially offensively.
Yeah, Greg, highs and lows in the early part of Kyle Kuzma's career, but a nice settled ground for him. Offensively, he's carried more responsibility and shown that he's capable of doing it. Good look from the big man as Holmes gets it to the other guy and not forcing his shot.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now, here's Sharp, defended by Jones. There's the pass to Sharp. It's Thomas on the wing. And the rejection by Holmes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And Brooklyn making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Jones. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Schroeder, right side, stolen by Avdia. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Jones with Bridges covering. Jones, no luck.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
That puts them in the lead. And the Wizards lead by 1.
And Kuz on the cruise with that bucket.
Bridges outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Back to Finney Smith. Clock at 6. From deep, Thomas. It's deflected. Here's Coulibaly. He's guarded by Thomas. To Holmes. Over Claxton. Thomas inside. Bridges outside. Can they get it? Here's Claxton. And at last they get one to fall. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
The shot's good.
Kuzma not getting bothered, so skilled at capitalizing, even when guarded tight.
Upside Thomas. There's Schroeder. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
And that's why Schroeder is a player you want on your team, because he knows how to come up with huge plays in big situations.
Kuzma inside. Working on Finney-Smith. Kuzma can't get it to go. Inside. Deflects the pass. And he gets the bucket. And now a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim. Lays it in against heavy pressure.
Kuzma outside. Holmes trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Kuzma and concentration need to come together here, as this is a pivotal time for this team to try and notch up the win.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing as a passer and as a rebounder. I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
Pools checked in for Tyus Jones. And both free throws good for Kuzma.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Here's Thomas, and it's blocked. Here's Claxton. Oh, they get it back. It counts.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Who wants the t-shirt? They're trailing by 3. 43 seconds left in the fourth.
Exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in to what the head coach of the Wizards was getting across in the huddle. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Washington calls timeout. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the game.
Come on, start about to get loud.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuzma. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And Kuzma coming alive with that bucket in the clutch.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line. At the line 2 times.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Schroeder last year accepting his role of coming off the bench and being a scorer, so whatever it is the coaching staff is asking of him, he's willing to do it.
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
To the paint. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, Jordan Poole thinks every shot is going in, and why not? That was huge.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And at the line, shooting 2. Dennis Schroeder.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Poole.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. It's tied at 59. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. From D. Thomas. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Washington with the ball. They've got Kispert. Richaun Holmes out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Koulibaly in at the shooting guard. Here's Poole. Brooklyn with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Schroeder outside. Johnson outside. Kuzma pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Kispert, and the shot goes in. Kispert's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Wizards. Timeout called, the Nets.
Your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. A 2-point game. Johnson outside. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Poole.
Last 2 minutes to play. In overtime.
Through the D for the layup. And now a 4-point Wizards lead.
Wow, and that's a big splash for Poole.
Outside Thomas. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Thomas.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Washington calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 1:41 left to play in the first overtime. Changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Avdia's checked in for Washington. Jones comes in for Poole. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Brooklyn with it, trailing by 2. Outside Thomas. In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line. Toss.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the 4 as we've gotten this overtime period underway.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
From the line, the Wizards with another miss.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
It's Thomas high post. Good!
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
To halt the run, Kuzma. It's hauled in by Thomas. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nice to see a young player like Schroeder step up, show some confidence, and get a huge basket for his ball club. Energizes the entire team.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 27 seconds left in overtime. Jones against Schroeder to end the run. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kyle Kuzma, second personal foul. Team second. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Two shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can